Good morning, student. In previous lecture, we have completed our galvanometer current in Wheatstone bridge, and we have also studied the method for precision resistance measurement using Wheatstone bridge method. In that last topic, we have seen Carey-Foster slide bridge method. So coming to this method, Carey-Foster slide bridge method, it's also a part of measurement of medium resistances. Basically, it is a extension of Wheatstone bridge method. This bridge is specially suited for comparing two nearly equal resistances. A slide wire bridge is used for the purpose of determining the difference between standard and unknown resistances. So now coming to the circuit diagram, this is a Carey-Foster bridge circuit diagram. So in this diagram, we have this P and Q as a nominal equal ratio arms. This R is a resistance under the test and this S is a standard resistance. A slide wire of length L is inserted in between this R and S. This has a uniform cross-section area. The resistance per unit length of a slide wire is R. This is small r. Okay. Now we will be going to adjust our this contact wire for bridge balance by two cases. In first case, in first bridge balance, we will going to slide this wire from the left hand and the point will obtain at L1 suppose. So for first bridge balance, we will be having our equation like this. This P by Q is equals to R plus L1R divided by S plus L minus L1R. So this L1R is a resistance from this left hand side and this L minus L1R is a resistance from this right hand side at a point this when the bridge is balanced in first case from left hand side. Okay. We have seen this kind of equation in Wheatstone bridge where P by Q is equals to R by S is there. So in this we are only adjusting the R additional resistance with R and S. Now in second condition we will going to interchange this R and S and again we will obtain the balance point from sliding from left hand side and we'll get a point at L2. So our equation will going to be like this. P by Q is equals to S. This one is S. S here this R is not present. Sorry. So P by Q is equals to S plus L2R and divided by R plus L minus L2R. So this is the equation of second bridge balance where R and S are interchanged from each other. Now equating these two equations, because in both sides we are having P by Q in first equation and second equation also P by Q. By equating these two equations with each other, we are having this kind of equation: R plus L1R divided by S plus L minus L1R is equals to S plus L2R divided by R plus L minus L2R. Now taking 1 in both sides as an addition and cross multiplying this, we are having this kind of equation: R plus L1R plus S plus LR minus L1R in whole divide S plus L minus L1R is equals to S plus L2R plus R and plus LR minus of L2R in whole divide R plus L minus L2R. In the above case we are having this L1R to be cancelled out from this one. Similarly, we'll have this point cancel out with this L2R, and we are having this equation by this R plus S plus LR divided by S plus L minus L1R is equals to S plus R plus LR divided by R plus L minus L2R. So the numerator terms is equal, so whole numerator gets cancelled out, and finally we'll get the equation which is in denominator, which is equals to S plus L minus L1R is equals to R plus L minus L2R. Now by taking this both terms L minus L1R in one of the side, and LR get cancelled out, so our equation finally comes out to be S minus R is equals to L1 minus L2 whole bracket R. So the difference between the standard resistance S and an unknown resistance R is obtained from the resistance of slide wire between the two balance point. Now we're going to eliminate this R, this sliding wire R by calibrating this R, and for removing this we'll obtain a second equation in terms of this S and R. So the slide wire is calibrated, that is R is obtained by shunting R known resistance with a known high resistance. We are going to shunt our S with some known high resistance, and thus the reducing its effective value to S dash. So we'll get our next equation, which is equals to where S is replaced by S dash, and similarly the whole procedure is repeated for this when our high resistance is shunted with S. No new balance points are obtained, which is L1 dash and L2 dash, by repeating the same procedure with the shunting of S. So we'll get the equation similarly like 3.49, but here S is get interchanged with by S dash, and L1 with L1 dash and L2 with L2 dash. Now by dividing these two equations 3.49 and 3.550, we are having this term S minus R divided by S dash by minus R is equals to L1 minus L2 divided by L1 dash minus L2. Here R is eliminated. So finally we'll get our unknown resistance R is equals to S in bracket L1 dash minus L2 dash minus of S dash in bracket L1 minus L2 whole divided by L1 dash minus L2 dash minus of L1 plus of L2. So in this above equation we have direct comparison of S and R in terms of length only. We are having this S and R, we are having all these L1 and L2s as a length. So here the PQ resistance P and Q, contact resistance and resistance of connecting leads are getting eliminated. This is important. So we have seen from the equation that P and Q are is not in the terms for finding this unknown resistance R. All high accuracy bridge are liable to errors owing to the thermoelectric EMFs, particularly if the arm resistance is low. We have seen the effect of thermoelectric EMFs in previous cases too. To minimize this trouble, carry faster bridge often incorporate a special switch which enables the connection to R and S to be interchanged without necessity handling of coil. So we are having a switch across this R and S to get them interchanged quickly and without introducing any kind of thermoelectric EMF here. So this is all for the carry faster slide bridge method. In next lecture we'll going to start our measurement of high resistances. For any query related to this topic you can write me. The lecture notes are provided to the college website and to the Google Classroom also. Till then, continue lectures. Stay healthy, stay safe.